Good morning, everybody. I'm Eureka John, and you're at Eureka Street Crypto, broadcasting from Leander, Texas. It is 5:34 in the morning, May 20th, 2022, episode number 458. Moving a little slower lately. I'm in the process of leaving my day job. I'm actually going to be full-time crypto. We'll see if it's actually working for another company. I'm waiting on that, or we'll see if I will just be full-time DAO. But either way, I'm going full-time crypto, and it's a little hair raising. There's bills that got to be paid. I'm not just some freewheeling single guy out there, being like, I just want to do what makes me happy. No, I got a family, mortgage, kids, all that type of stuff. Got bills to pay, and ain't rich, so. It's a big step out there to really step out there and just try to pursue what you where you feel like your heart is pulling you to go. At the same time, you don't want to feel like you're being selfish either. And it's kind of, you gotta always find a good balance of both. I don't know. I don't have any answers for it, but I'm doing it. And here goes. So yeah. Anyway, so this is my morning show, aka video blog, and I've been doing this since October 24th, 2020. I just became super interested in crypto starting in 2018, and around 2020, I was watching all these YouTube videos during the COVID lockdown and all that crap, and I was just like, man, I can do this, not that I really have any professional opinions, because I don't, and I'm just not financial advice, but I mean, I can track my progress as I learn about crypto and document it, and it's fun. I love this type of stuff. So I love learning about crypto. I love doing audio visual stuff. Hey, yeah, all right. Anyway, this is my morning crypto show. Is my message in a bottle to meet a bunch of other crypto people in the space who have the same type of passion and desire for financial freedom and autonomy, and to subvert the credit system, and about Web3, and to see where all this goes, and to just to follow it. And I'm not here for price action, even though some good price action is always nice, but it's not what I'm here for. I'm here to follow this technology and to document what I'm learning about it. Anyway, enough of the intro. All right. So, I've usually gone through like CoinGecko and stuff like that. It's not really going to be what I do anymore. I just, the price, if you can go look it up. It's coingecko.com, coinmarketcap.com, coinpaprika, coincodex. There's a billion of them out there that you can go look up the current prices of all the tokens and all that stuff. So let me get back to where I was. I was at the Infinite Machine Movie and Collection. So let's see here. Let me go over to this other screen. Okay, so this is a project I've been following for a while. I bought the NFT when it first did the NFT drop. When they first came out with a book, this is the book, The Infinite Machine, written by Camila Russo. I bought this book and I read it whenever it first came out. It's just one of those things, like, I was like, this is something I have to read. And it basically covers the history of Ethereum, and it teaches you so much. And Camila Russo, she does it in like a storytelling format. This is her right here. And wow, there it is. All right. Yeah, and she, she's from Argentina, so she saw some major nation state currency devaluation happen, and hyperinflation happen, and everything like that. And she's a reporter in New York, was a financial reporter, and is just like, man, that's how she got into Bitcoin and crypto, because a lot of people in the United States don't realize exactly how volatile and susceptible we are and controlled we are by our own money system. And when you live in a place like Argentina, for instance, that has like hyperinflation, it becomes really apparent, when your bank and your government won't even let you trade out for dollars a lot of times, much less Bitcoin. And you got to find some way to hold on to your wealth. Well, crypto allows those people to do that, and they see the importance and the reasoning behind financial autonomy, behind learning how to subvert the nation state money system. And yeah, it's, that's really what it's all about. And with the way things are going right now, I mean, I'm paying, I just paid $4.21 in gas to get down to work and back yesterday. I paid $35 just to commute to work and back. And that's it for one day. At $375, I was paying $120 a week just to get down to work and back. It hardly makes it worth to go into work, which is part of the reason why I'm quitting the job. Because it's starting to cost me more than it's worth, and then all the work that I'm getting with the podcasting gigs and stuff like that, it's costing me more to go down to my day job than it is to sit here and work on the stuff that I've built up over the past couple of years through this channel, and so that's kind of a crazy place to be, my established day job is starting to cost me more money than gig work, Web3 gig work, which is so weird. But anyway, so back to Camila Russo. Yeah, she's so she's been a reporter up in New York City, and she started documenting the whole story of Ethereum. And she wrote this book out of it. And this is a really good book. I highly recommend you just go on Amazon Books or whatever and find The Infinite Machine. And you go take a look. And I'm not shilling. Nobody's paying me to shill this or anything like this. I just like the book. And read it. Like, you'll learn so much about crypto and about Ethereum and about everybody's little role in this whole production that is going on right now. And you'll get up to speed on all the things going on, so you can understand, all this, NFT craze a little better. So you can understand what happened with this Terra crash that recently happened a little better. And I didn't really cover it because I did not understand it. I've listened to a Bankless episode that does nothing but cover the Terra crash. I've bookmarked tons of tweets. Even Vitalik Buterin at this point wants to go back and work on some Bitcoin stuff because he doesn't necessarily love a bunch of the things happening with Ethereum. I mean, there's so many things going on. It was the worst crypto crash in the history of crypto. And, I think it was manipulated, honestly. It all started with one major, I believe it was a sell or a buy or something into the Terra ecosystem, and then Bitcoin Bitcoin dropped in price, and then it started this like death spiral, and that got people selling. I had a friend, he was somehow indirectly tied into the Terra ecosystem through a DeFi application on Phantom. And he was really trying to pull his money out of Phantom. And he had been trying, and his transactions had failed. Now, Phantom is supposed to be like this super cheap blockchain, right? And it's super fast, super cheap. That's what a lot of these other layer one blockchains advertise themselves as. Oh, we're scalable, we're fast. But the second once the traffic just extremely overruns the blockchain, then it becomes just like Ethereum. So you can't sit there and poke fun of Ethereum and dog on Ethereum for being expensive, because if your blockchain got the traffic that Ethereum gets, then your blockchain would be shut down. And that's what happened with Phantom. So he messaged me wanting to borrow a couple Phantom tokens because he had used up all his Phantom trying to get transactions through. And I was trying to send him Phantom tokens, and I couldn't even send him tokens because the whole network was shut down. And it finally showed up after he had resolved the issue, maybe about 5 hours later. I don't know. I was asleep. And but I mean, it just goes to show this is all experimental technology, folks. And the fact that Camila Russo wrote like an entire history book on it already is saying something that kind of gives you a place and a ground standing of being able to see what's going on and understand it. So muchos props to Camila Russo, man. So yeah. Anyway, so the book has been so successful that they've decided they were going to make a movie out of it. So, this has been going on for a while, and I can't remember. Maybe it was like last October, something like that. They did an NFT drop for the movie. October 2021. And I was like right there. I was like, okay, man, I don't really have much money, but this is one thing. I don't really get into the latest NFT craze. It's just not my shtick. Like, I like DeFi more. I like experimenting with degen projects. I got caught up in the whole, Ohm forks. I got caught up in the the abracadabra whole thing, magic internet money. And I didn't really lose a ton of money or anything because I pulled out as soon as I saw some problems. But a lot of people lost their crap on it, just like a lot of people lost their crap on Terra. And I never got into the Terra ecosystem, but NFTs have never been my thing, and I do have some NFTs here and there. You can go take a look here at my OpenSea profile. I have 2 different addresses. This is one of them, and so I do play this play to earn game, Freaks and Guilds. And I have, here's my, where did it go, man? I'm trying to find, I have this Meta Portal NFT that I kind of speculated on. I have all these NFTs that I minted. I priced them at 0.08. And as you see the Friday screen up there, and that's an NFT. So if you want to buy it, you can buy it. I just priced it at 0.08. So, I mean, if you want to buy it for cheaper than that, just message me and I can maybe arrange something for you. I don't know, but I don't know. I'm just kind of experimenting, kind of trying to learn it. I'm trying to learn smart contracts and all that stuff and how to write them myself. Where did that Infinite Machine NFT go? It was somewhere in there. Anyway, I was going to show you that. It's not pulling up. Anyway, there's another one I made called Devotion. I think is pretty cool. I like that one. And then this is a sketch I drew, like 11 years ago. My performance this like snake guy saying my performance reports are due, but I would rather go shopping for a new brassiere. Anyway, yeah. So here's the Infinite Machine NFT. So they're coming out with their own movie, the Infinite Machine book. They're putting it on the silver screen. And they made this NFT collection in order to try to fund it. So this is one of the first NFT funded movies. They didn't want to go through Netflix. They didn't want to go through a lot of these other, Hollywood production, type of platforms, distribution platforms, because they charge you out the butt. You get barely any of the profits. And, just listen to, well, what's his name, dude? Oh my God. The comedian. Why can't, dude, he's on. Oh my God. This always happens to me when I'm trying to stream, is just like, I can't remember people's names or names of projects. It'll come to me. Dave, whatever. Anyway, Netflix is problematic. It's all centralized. They try to censor you. And so a good way to go around that now is to fund your projects with NFTs. And Stoner Cats did this with Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. It's an animated Cats features. And they didn't really necessarily, Netflix and all those companies didn't want to fund an animation that showed marijuana as the subject matter. Okay, whatever. So they did an NFT drop, and they did really well on the NFT drop. So well, in fact, that it basically choked up the Ethereum network. And a lot of people getting into NFTs don't understand gas prices and what they're for and why they're there and how that it can make your transaction fail. And when your transaction fails, you don't lose your money for the NFT, but you lose your money for the gas that you would have paid. So the thing about Ethereum is you have it's an auction system, currently, and you have to pay a higher gas during times of demand. And what the gas does is it prevents DDoS attacks or DOS attacks, which is denial of service attacks, and that's when a bot or some nefarious actor sits there and tries to overwhelm a system, through a form submission or whatever, and to try to crash the server. So, say for instance, you have a contact us form and you have a bot that is continuously just, inputting names into that contact us form, names and information, to the point where they get so many per minute or whatever per second that it starts to overwhelm the system and the system completely crashes. That's what gas prices do. That ideally they're supposed to prevent non-humans and nefarious actors from sabotaging and crashing a system. Say, who would do that? Lots of people would do that. You know, there are a lot of people that want to hack and crash a system. You do it to your competitor. You know, it's just, yeah. I don't know. I don't know the personal lives of the people that run these bots, but yeah, it's common. That's all I got to say. So that is a denial of service attack, and that is why the gas is there. So they made this auction system. And then so during times of high traffic, the gas price gets a little higher. And if you want your transaction to go through faster, you have to, ratchet up your gas price that you're willing to pay. Well, during times of very exclusive NFT drops, it can basically raise the gas price really high, and your transaction is not guaranteed to go through, and it can fail. And if it fails, you lose the Ethereum with that, and that sucks. And so a lot of new people getting into crypto don't necessarily understand this, and a lot of new people getting into crypto are getting into crypto through NFTs, and they're not really coming at it from like the super geeky technical angle, that like a lot of us did, learning about I don't know, blockchain mining algorithms, SHA-256 and all that stuff. No, they're coming at it because they think the picture's pretty, or they want to be a part of some cool new cartoon or movie. And so they want to buy this NFT, and they're just figuring out how to use a wallet, and then they see the transaction fail and they lose some money, and they're like, what? And they're pissed. So a lot of these projects now are trying to reimburse some people for some failed transactions, which is good. This just happened with the whole Other Worlds project with the Bored Ape Yacht Clubs, and they were, the entire network crashed again because they couldn't handle the demand. And a lot of people were spending, thousands of dollars in gas just to get a hold of one of those other deeds to be able to have a spot in the Otherworld metaverse. So, I mean, it just goes to show you this stuff can get pretty nuts. Anyway, the Infinite movie dropped their NFT back in October, I think, 2021. I got one of these NFTs. They've since then done another release that has sold out. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. So let's go back over here to the website, and they're using these NFTs to fund the movie. They're using it to help the audience have participation in the project. This says here, we are all going to make a movie. WAGMAM is what that stands for, the acronym. The Ethereum story is being turned into a feature-length film. So here's the drop, and the drop is, I believe, through 34 different artists or something like that from all over the world, and a lot of times from developing nations. And that's pretty cool. And and recent news is Free Scott Productions has jumped on board to help them produce the movie. That is huge news, because those are the same people that have made Alien, Gladiator, Blade Runner, and they're producing this Infinite Machine movie. So I'm just wondering who's going to play the characters like Vitalik Buterin, Charles Hoskinson, how they're going to weave that story. Obviously they're going to have the good versus evil dichotomy like all Hollywood does. Is Charles Hoskinson going to be the evil guy, and Vitalik Buterin be the hero? Charles Hoskinson, he doesn't seem like an evil guy. I actually got to meet the guy in Denver. I can see why a lot of people, love the guy. He's super charismatic, even though he looks like an old man at the age of like 33. That's his shtick. I don't know. He likes the khakis and office wear. Like, I don't know. But hey, man, teach their own. I'm not gonna dog him. But in this movie, like, they all lived in a house in Switzerland. Of course, Camila Russo weaves this story in this book. Charles Hoskinson was down there trying to be the CEO and, have meetings on the whiteboard every day. And these guys are just like, young, early 20s teenagers, stuff like that. Just want to hang out and code. They don't want to have like management meetings. So I think that's kind of where the rift began. I don't know, but that's kind of what I'm gathering. And but anyway, Hollywood can take that and and like twist it into this whole like hero, good guy, bad guy dichotomy thing, like they always do. Like human beings need the hero. They need the scapegoat. It's just like, they need the story. And, so I guess this is where the line between journalism and whatever, the storytelling really starts to blur. But either way, it brings crypto to the forefront. To me, it's like in skateboarding, I've always been a skateboarder. I used to get beat up for being a skateboarder, and when I was young. And then when that movie, as terrible as it was, Gleaming the Cube came out with Christian Slater, and you saw him. There's this like story about the younger brother or the older brother or something like that getting killed because he got involved in some nefarious activity because he uncovered some criminal activity, and so he got killed for it. So here's this teenage skater out on a mission to avenge his brother's death, and brings down this entire crime syndicate or something through his skateboarding. Anyway, it showed skateboarding on this Hollywood silver screen for the first time ever. And then soon after that, like you see, McDonald's picking up skateboard acts, Coca-Cola, skateboarding in the Olympics now, but back then it was such a big thing. So that's where crypto feels to me now. It feels like in the days of the early skating, and like here we are now getting our first venture into like a feature, Hollywood film. And it's the feeling I got as a skater back then, looking at like what I'd love to do that is normally a crime. Skateboarding is a crime, just like crypto's a lot of times a crime, by the SEC, and it being totally accepted by society for the first time is such an interesting feeling. And I feel like I'm feeling that again, at this age, 46, back then I was like, 14 or 15. So anyway, so yeah, here's the silver screen. Scott Free is going to be doing the movie. They're being supported by NFT. You mint the NFTs. I got my NFT. I don't know when the next drop is. I'm not trying to shill or advertise this, but you get to support an artist, from all types of countries all over the world. You get the movie meta traits. So the meta traits in the NFT are not there quite yet, but as the project develops, they'll be putting in meta traits in the NFTs, rarity traits. They're going to allow things like passes for you to be, like an extra in the film or whatever, for you to be able to contribute ideas, and all types of stuff, that come with being an NFT holder. So yeah, first mint is sold out. Second mint is sold out. What's next? I think they're going to have a third mint at some point. I don't know, but yeah, they just did their first exclusive drop for NFT holders, and I went and I claimed it. And let's see here, you would go to this page here if you hold one of these, and you just go right there and you connect your wallet and you just claim it. And I'll show you what this NFT is. Let me go back to that page, and it's an homage to Blade Runner. So the theme is cinema, and so I mean, these could be collectibles. That's the thing about NFTs. A lot of times you don't know if it's going to be valuable, and I think that's the point. You don't need to know. Like, you should buy an NFT because you're stoked about it, not because you're sitting there, Jandy, I'm gonna make a lot of money. No, dude, like, be stoked about the project, like, and buy NFTs of stuff you like, and then if it becomes valuable, that's amazing. Yeah. Anyway, the page is not pulling up. I was going to show you the NFT I got by holding this other NFT. Oh yeah, here we go. Where'd you go? Let me scroll all the way to the top. Okay. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing about NFTs. Like, if you're going to buy an NFT, either play the play to earn game because you enjoy that, or like the project, so yeah, like yeah, anyway, whatever. All right, so here's the we are going to make a movie collection, and here's the NFT right here, the Explorer. Trying to get this page to pull up, and yeah, things run a little slow when I'm mining Ethereum on my computer and trying to record an episode at the same time. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I should probably shut off and restart my miner, and especially whenever I'm trying to do things like record. But I don't think things through. It's not my top personality trait. So anyway, so Explorer recreates a scene from the movie Blade Runner 2049, in which the main character embarks on a process of searching for the truth to find out if he is a real being or a man-made artificial intelligence. In this case, the scene created by me presents this character in total darkness, me being the author, not me, where everything is visible thanks to the light emanating from the ETH symbol, which is a radiating source of energy. And the storyline of this scene gains new meaning as it is a quest for the understanding of the Ethereum blockchain as the ultimate truth. I don't know about all that, but as a kind of creative source of life, as a kind of light of hope, and at the same time of an uncertainty. It is an ambiguous scene where we cannot be sure whether we are in the presence or the beginning or the end of a journey. And that's pretty cool, yeah, it's a pretty cool little NFT. All right, cool, man. I'll take it. It's free. So yeah. Anyway, it just goes to show that there's a lot of cool ways, things that NFTs are doing. I love the fact that Hollywood is starting to be able to be funded by the grassroots, people, the average people, like a Hollywood production. And I see more and more things like this happening. Like here, for instance, on Crypto Sapiens, another podcast that I do, we recently covered an episode about Canticos, which is like a children's show, and you would see on like Nickelodeon or whatever, I don't know, and or PBS, more like PBS, and they have an NFT collection, and they're funded by NFT collections. And, it's kind of like a little bit Dora the Explorer-ish, they speak Spanish and English, and, but basically you can buy an NFT to participate and fund this project. There's 10,000 unique NFTs with unique attributes and artwork. And by holding an NFT, you can, they're working on it, but you can participate in the production of the show, in the guidance of the show. You can have a voice, the governance of it. So the show in a way is kind of like a DAO. So they have a pre-sale. The gold list members can mint up to 10 chickies during the pre-sale show. Following the gold list mint, they can mint up to 5. So then they have the public mint day. At 50% minted, a first nonprofit donation is unlocked. Then they give passes to NFT holders, like periodic airdrops of exclusive access and utility for early holders, including priority position for future Encanto drops, NFT drops. And then, airdrops, you can join the producers circle. The first 2,500 Canticos Club NFT holders become part of the Canticos producers circle. And you can see the pitch for the upcoming series. They have, the marketplace with an online store, in real life and virtual events. If you're an NFT holder, you get to participate in this type of stuff. It just it's a way for a lot of these, because Hollywood and a lot of these television productions and all that stuff have gotten so detached from the people that watch it. And you can see this, by a lot of the content coming out. It's just so detached from the average person, and all these remakes and all this other bull crap that they're doing to try to just squeeze a dollar out of, anybody that they, that they perceive us who to be, and this is a way for television productions and Hollywood and everything like that to reconnect with the people, and for the people to have some ownership in it. So yeah. Anyway, whatever. I've gone on about 30 minutes, 29:08. So I'm gonna can it here. But I don't know. I don't ever have a script and all this stuff. So pardon me if I'm just kind of just like, squirrel, all over the place, but it's just how I am. Anyway, give me a thumbs up or whatever. Go take a look at my NFTs if you want. I'm just exploring around with this stuff, but it's on OpenSea. I think if you search like Eureka Street Collection or something, you might be able to find something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, shoot me a DM if you have any questions or issues or whatever. I always love talking to people. And then, we'll get this workday started. Today's Friday. Enjoy your Friday. Go do something for yourself. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the weekend. Next weekend's Memorial Day weekend, so maybe you'll have a 3-day weekend. All right. Well, I'll talk to you later on when I talk to you. Bye. Thank you for making it to the end of this program. If you actually like this content, give a thumbs up. And if you want to hear more, just hit the subscribe button. I'm available on YouTube, Odyssey, and BitChute, and on all the major podcasting platforms in audio version. Spotify specifically. If you would like to follow and leave a review, that would help a lot. I am also available on Twitter at EurekaJohn1. That's EUREKA John, JOHN, and the number 1. My DMs are always open. Feel free to shoot me a message. Thanks again.